I don't know, is it me, but what about this empty seats fiasco? I don't understand it. It makes me, I don't know, it makes me laugh, really. I mean, it shouldn't make me laugh, I suppose, but it just bloody incompetence, isn't it? It's just the typical another round of fiasco and bureaucracy. You know, I don't understand this lottery business in the first place. I didn't want to buy any tickets anyway for the Olympic Games, but that's neither here nor there. But I do know somebody who did. One of my mother-in-law's friends, close friend, best friend I suppose, you know, a bit of a sports fan, and she went in for this lottery and ended up getting a hockey third round ticket and a I don't know, something else obscure. You know, not a decent, you know, something that she really wanted to watch, or something that's really particularly interesting. And then you see the aquadrome, especially, it's been very evident, and in the gymnastics, both of which, of course, are very popular sports. You know, I mean, swimming and gymnastics are hugely popular. Loads of fans in this country, you know, that would like to go and see that sort of thing, and the blasted place is empty. I'm sure Joan, the person I'm on about, would have loved to have gone and seen, you know, the swimming heats for the women's 400 or anything, you know, of that sort. Any of the swimming stuff she'd have loved, and probably the gymnastics too. And these seats are blooming empty, and now they're supposedly rushing around trying to flog them to any ball and sundry. And you know, who can really make the arrangements to suddenly drop everything and go and watch the Olympics? You know, you're not going to get the uptake, are you? You can't. People can't just go, oh, bloody hell, you know, well, I shan't go to work tomorrow because there's a spare ticket available to go and see such and such. So, you know, they're going to remain empty, aren't they? And I know it's not the first time. It's one of these things that the Olympics have been struggling with. You know, hello? Can you explain that? The Olympics have been going, the modern Olympiad has been going for I don't know how long, and they're struggling with how to fill up the stadiums. Tricky. Sell the tickets to people. You know, don't have this ridiculous lottery system where you just, you know, put in your blooming in your name and how many tickets you like, and then I don't know what they do, put them in a hat or throw them up in the air or whatever they do. Just put the tickets on sale as a first come first served basis, and you can put your, you know, your application in to go and watch the final of the 400 metres breaststroke women's whatever it is, and the first however many thousand the aquadrome holds, they get the ticket, you know. The rest, bin. And you know, or keep I don't know, however many, a percentage in reserve, you know, for people who drop out and are kind enough to send their ticket back or whatever, because for unforeseen circumstances they can't make it, you know. That's the and so you've got a few, and tell the people they're on the reserve wait. They were lucky enough to be on the reserve waiting list, and if a ticket comes up, they'll you know, they'll get it sent to them. And surely, is that rocket science? Why is that a problem? Can somebody explain to me? Perhaps another comment come in. Somebody write a comment on this video to tell me why a bit of logic is a problem to selling these tickets. But it's, you know, it's a bit of egg on the face. It really is. And I don't know what you do about these dignitary tickets either. I think that's a bit, I mean, disgraceful, and I don't think that's the Olympics' fault particularly. I saw one of these pictures of the aquatic centre, and they've got two tiers, and the back tier up in the gods there is for the ordinary spectators, and then they've got this row that's probably, I don't know, a third the size of the, but still plenty of blooming ticket, plenty seats, closer to the swimming pool, that is for you know, all Lord and Lady Muck, and you know, and all the dignitaries from around the world and all that business, and it's terribly empty. You know, I think that's very rude. You know, I think that's pretty poor show. If you know you've been invited and you've been given the tickets to to come and see the blooming thing, and then you can't be bothered to turn up, and it doesn't look good, does it? You know, it doesn't look good, and it leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And poor old Sebastian Coe is probably pulling his hair out, because, of course, the other thing, especially that Aquadrome, the camera angles that they put, of course, show that first stand where the VIPs would be, and it's empty pretty much. I saw Bill Gates there, though. I'd have to give him his due. Old Bill Gates was there clapping them along. That was quite interesting. And the swimming, but that bit's empty. The cameras don't go up into the gods where all the ordinary spectators are, which is of course a lot fuller. So it gives the impression that there's no bugger turned up to watch the swimming, but it's not really quite true. But still, nonetheless, the problem with the old empty seats is not good. It's don't look too clever. But although at least we're not alone in that one. It's not an individual cock up. It's been a problem that's plagued the Olympics for some years now. And the old Chinese, of course, in their infinite wisdom, in the way they run their country, they could just insist. I think is a polite way of putting it. Insist on on troops and students, and they rounded up everybody. I don't know, quite at gunpoint, but they rounded up coachloads of people to ship them in to fill the seats. You will like the swimming. Oh, you'll very like the swimming, or however, I can't do a Chinese accent, but you will turn up and watch this sport. I don't like bloody swimming. No choice. You're going to go and watch the swimming, mate. So, but we don't quite behave in that way, and I'm glad we don't. But nonetheless, it is a bit sad to see the empty seats when there's so many sports fans. I mean, it don't bother me. Like I said on an earlier video, I'm thoroughly enjoying these Olympics more than I thought I would be. But I'm not a nut. I'm not a sports nut. I am a nut, but I'm not a sports nut. So it doesn't bother me. But there must be loads of people saying they've got these blooming empty seats. I'd love to have been there to cheer old Becky on, or cheer old Chris Oyes on, or whatever your sport might be. And they see these empty seats, they must be bloody furious. There you go. What can you say? We mustn't grumble. Ta-ra!